Hey everyone, Irix Guy here. As you can tell, I'm dripping wet with sweat because I just rode my bicycle about, doesn't sound too awesome, but I rode about 8.5 miles, which was a casual ride. Now, I did film my experience, not the entire bike ride, but a good part of it, with my GoPro HD Hero 2 camera. And I'm about to demonstrate this new software that I stumbled upon, and it's really neat, especially for this type of filmography. Filmography? Is that a word? Well, whatever the case may be, I had this mounted to my bicycle helmet, and I filmed the experience. Now, throughout the bike ride, I would wave my hand in front of the camera. Now, what the Highlight Hunter does, the Highlight Hunter software does, it enables one to simply wave their hand in front of the camera, and it'll mark it. So we're going to test this out. I have not used this software before, because I didn't have a long enough video clip that contained these hand gestures in it. But we're going to go through this from start to finish. I'm going to import the video from my GoPro HD Hero 2 into my Mac, and then I'll place it in a folder, and then we'll switch over to the Highlight Hunter software experience, and I'll point out where the highlights were, and we'll see if it grabs them all. Okay, I'm on an Apple Mac computer, and I just launched the Highlight Hunter program, and this is the screen that will appear when it's first launched. Now, what I've done, the video that I imported from my GoPro camera, I've placed it in this directory on my computer. So it was one video file, and I'm going to use that. So I select folder of videos, and that's where I've placed my video. And then where should we save the highlights? I'm going to put it in the same folder, so it'll put the highlighted clips within this folder right here. So I'm going to do a start scan. And what the scan is doing, it's analyzing that video clip for where I placed my hand, waved my hand in front of the camera, because that's what the Highlight Hunter program does, is breaks everything down for you. So we'll fast forward through this, and I'll show you what happens. So now it's saving the highlights. It's found 20 highlights. So it's breaking down the large video and taking the highlights out that I'd marked by waving my hand in front of the camera. And I'm pretty impressed with the speed. This only took a few minutes. Of course, I sped the video up, but it was extracting all of this from an MOV video file that was 2.06 gigabytes. So that was very impressive speed. "20 highlights found." So now what I'm going to do is actually drag those over so we can see them on the screen. There's one of 20. Okay, so now we can just look at a few of these. Now this one right here was my first, that's when I first turned the camera on. And this was another one that I had marked. And we won't go through all of these, but what I'll do is I'll post the full video, and I'll include it within the video description, and it'll enable you to have an idea of how this works. Okay, so now that I've used the Highlight Hunter software for the first time, what do I think about it? Well, it was a very straightforward experience. simply downloaded my video to my computer, and in this case it's a Mac, but they have this for Windows as well. Just downloaded my video to my computer, copied my downloaded video into a folder, and as you saw earlier, just told Highlight Hunter to grab the video clip from that folder. It grabbed it, it identified, and if you watch the other video, and I've provided a link within this video's description, the full video that I had it scanned. When you see my hand do like that in front of the camera, that's what Highlight Hunter's picking up. So as I'm riding my bicycle and I encounter a point of interest or whatever, I do that, and then when it's when Highlight Hunter analyzes the video, it creates multiple clips. So it's great for people that are shooting, not necessarily biking, but any sort of activity where you may not want to have to turn the camera on, turn the camera off, turn it on record, turn it off record, whatever. You can just have that continuous video and simply wave your hand in front of the camera whenever there's a highlight. Highlight Hunter is great. I highly recommend it. And feel free to check out my other videos on YouTube too. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.